Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and we are back once more for the final time on the channel, specifically with our green-black elves list. So, without further ado, let's get into the games, and I'll see you there. Okay, we're in, and we're going to be on the play. We have two lands, Beast Whisperer, Llanowar Elves. I think this is fine. We have the early mana dork, we have mana acceleration, and then we have the card draw. I think Beast Whisperer or the banner are basically crucial for your opening hand. You need to know that you're going to see one of these during the game. Whether it survives or not is a different question, but yeah, let's go with Llanowar Elves. Next turn, that means we can play Marwyn, who will then open up Beast Whisperer as an option. And maybe we can do some fun stuff. So, get Marwyn down. Really solid start for us here, actually. If he removes Marwyn, which he hasn't, okay, then I would like to draw a land, but this is fine. I guess I want to draw a land all the same, though. Llanowar Elves. Okay, so what we can do is Llanowar Elves is effectively free because Marwyn's actually going to get pumped up. So, play him there, and then we can now play the Beast Whisperer. And then Marwyn's up to a 3/3, which I think, if this is Drake's, which I think it is, most of their removal is shocks. So, Beast Whisperer is fine, and so is Marwyn, which are the two pieces that I needed to survive. Now, does it run Fiery Cannonade? Either in its side or its main. I don't think it does in the main, but you never know. I'm not quite sure on that one, actually. Discovery. Okay. So we are going to have to do some crazy stuff real quick, because pretty soon they're going to be dropping Phoenixes into their graveyard. And there's the shock that we suspected they might have. Ooh, double Clan Caller. Okay, so we're going to go Clan Caller. Gets a Llanowar Elves. I think we're going to go wide. I think that's the plan. Because I don't think they can deal with this Marwyn, and it's going to get bigger than any Drake that they can make, so they'll be forced to chump block eventually. With the last of the mana, we only have one mana left here, so we're going to be tapping Marwyn whether we like it or not. So I guess let's just do it now. Let's go Clan Caller. Oh. Alright, we win next turn. Clan Caller. There's a banner to top it all off. Thorn Lieutenant. Best draw is our last Llanowar Elves. We get a Swamp. And that allows us to go Elfheim Druid. Not bad. What was this, turn 4? Something like that. Swing for 5. And then we have lethal next turn, no matter what they do. What say you, opponent? Can you beat this horrifically good start? Charter Course. Draws and discards. There's the Arclight Phoenix. So if they get 2 more spells here, which is not really enough. It's like double shock on a Clan Caller, brings everything down, but we still have lethal. And they have a blocker for Marwyn. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, against Drakes. Harpooners, that's what they're here for. We want to bring those in. Poison-tipped archers are really good as well. The reach and the death touch is superb. As far as everything else is concerned, most of their removal is shocks. I'm not sure what the sideboard looks like as far as removal is concerned, but I think we should be okay without changing too much. So, what do we cut? We could go down Growing Rights, I suppose. I think maybe going for Beatdown is probably the play that we want to make. And I think Thorn Lieutenant is the piece to cut. It is a beatdown piece, of course, but maybe we go down 1 Marwyn, up a Lieutenant. just to keep quite low to the ground, because as you saw there, we were doing some superb work. Maybe I want this 4th Assassin's Trophy as well. It is nice to hit drakes with, in our deck that doesn't really have too much reach. I think we'll try it like this, to be honest. If we need it after this game, if we lose, then maybe I'll bring in the trophy. All depends on what our opponent's sideboarding. I don't really want to bring in stuff that I don't think is going to matter all that much. I'd rather know that it matters, and I'm not entirely sure what the sideboard looks like for drakes, if I'm honest. Okay, one lander with some Llanowar Elves. I mean, we've got an extra elf in case he goes turn 1 shock on the elves. So I think we can keep this. It goes straight into the Marwyn as well. It's a risky one lander, but I think it's one we can get away with. We have all of our draw effects as well. Poison-tipped Archer. Okay, so we're probably going to get shocked here with that 1 red mana. But there's no problem there. Yeah, okay. Sulphur Falls, Electromancer? Discovery, okay. Let's see if he manages to get some Phoenixes into the graveyard. This deck can wonderfully RNG a win out of nowhere at times. Okay, well, if he has another shock, we're in trouble. Since we're not making our land drops. We need a land, actually, regardless. We are getting a wee bit mana screwed. Brought it upon ourselves, though. Oh my god. Okay. Swing for 1. I say we brought it on ourselves. We kind of did. It's not reasonable, I don't think, to miss that many land drops off the top. But now we have our Marwyn, so I think we are on our way to a decent victory here. So do we go Beast Whisperer or Poison-tipped Archer? Poison-tipped Archer allows us to target those bird tokens. Ah, well. The Lava Coil on the Marwyn means we need a land before we even think about doing any of those things. All of our top end. Where are all our mana dorks that are 90% of our deck? Yeah, not a land. Well, that sucks. At least we're on the play in the next game. There's another Arclight Phoenix. That's the first one, actually. Can he chain 2 more spells together? There's an Opt. To the bottom. And shock. Maximize velocity. Land into Charter Course. Okay. I'm just about ready to scoop it up, to be honest. This is kind of ridiculous. Here comes the Phoenix. Well, we had our nut draw, and now our opponent's having theirs. A Mana Dork. I'm just going to scoop it up. I feel like there's no coming back from this whatsoever. There's just an insane amount of flying power there. Well, none of our choices really make a difference in that regard. Do I want to bring in the Assassin's Trophy now that I've seen Murmuring Mystic? I feel like I don't. I feel like I don't care. It's like, this is removal, we got 3 copies here, this is removal for Murmuring Mystic. This deals with tokens. We should be very well set up, as long as we hit our land drops and can actually play our cards. Okay, we're going to play first. It's the scary one-lander again. Oh boy. The scary one-lander that once more land off the top goes into Marwyn, into Beast Whisperer. I think after last game, I'm going to mulligan. It's a 0 lander. Alright, well, I guess this is where we say game over. Okay. Assassin's Trophy. I guess. I don't know. No. Let's say no to it. I want to actually get off to an explosive elf start. The best time to cast that Assassin's Trophy is turn 2 right now. And it's just not going to happen. So we need Marwyn to survive in order for this hand to actually do something. As it currently stands. There's a Clan Caller. Okay. So if he has the Lava Coil or the Shock, then we don't play Beast Whisperer. Got to assume he has one or the other. Radical Idea. Into Charter Course. So what order do we actually play things here? Because it's an interesting one. Oh, he has a Shock. Well, now it's not so interesting. Because we only have one decision. But if we had the Marwyn there, we could have Clan Callered with our 2 mana, which would have pumped this twice. Which gave us 3 mana. Yeah. Well, we're just going to play Clan Caller. We can't do really anything else, so I think we're just going to lose. What a whiff of a game. Gets in for 2. We need a land off the top if we've got any hope of actually getting into this game. And it's not a land. Play Clan Caller. Pass the turn. This is game over. He's got Bacon Bolt in his graveyard ready to go. He can pick off anything he wants. 5 instants and sorceries, yeah, it kills anything. So really we needed this Vanquisher's Banner just to have some card draw that couldn't be removed. And we're so far away from that. We got 1 creature in here, so if we did get the Crawl Harpooner, we can take care of an Enigma Drake. We get the land. Okay, so Beast Whisperer. I suppose it is safe from Lava Coil being a 4/5. Get off me screen. But it is not safe from the Bacon Bolt, which I expect we just see right here. Or eventually. I guess he wants to get his Phoenixes into the graveyard before he starts Bacon Bolting things. Radical Idea, revealing a Phoenix. And there it is. Oh, and the Fiery Cannonade. What a sad, sad game this was. Well, you can't win them all. And that just shows the potential glass cannon nature of this deck. Game 2, though, if we'd have gotten to do whatever we wanted to do there, it was a definite win. We just needed to get that Marwyn in play so that we could play all of the 4-drops that we kept spewing into our hand. But we just didn't find them. And yeah, we ended up losing. This one probably wasn't winnable in any stretch of the imagination whatsoever, but second game, I definitely thought we had some game, had we not been mana screwed. Anyway, guys, well, that was a sorry game, but we'll be back for a 4th one if you want to support the channel. If you go down into the description, there is a Patreon page, and also subscribing on Twitch will also get you access to the private Discord, where I'll upload a 4th video for every Magic Weekly deck that I play. So if that's something that interests you, be sure to go down into the description to do that, but it is completely optional, and we'll be back with some more content later on in the week, as well as some live streams. It's going to be Friday, Saturday this week, I think. I'm going to try and make sure that I get 2 streams in every week from this point forward. That's been the hope for the past few weeks, but haven't been able to make that happen. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.